Monster Hunter Paradise is not real. Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter video, and today I want to talk about the confusion surrounding Monster Hunter Paradise, which many people last week thought was the name or the potential code name for the next Monster Hunter title. It has of course since been debunked, but today I want to talk about how that confusion came about, touch on what people thought about it, clear up any confusion, and also just talk about what we hope to see in a future Monster Hunter title, because while this is not of course the name for the next Monster Hunter, it's fair to say Capcom are going to be hard at work on a future Monster Hunter title, given how successful this franchise has become, and given that of course it is a massive revenue generator for them, it is without a doubt going to continue. So if you guys do enjoy this video, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know if you guys got caught off guard by this last week, let me know what you would like to see in a future Monster Hunter title, and of course keep it locked for plenty more. So to begin with, how did this all come around? Well, over the weekend, it looked like the next game in the Monster Hunter series had leaked from a rather unusual source, which was Discord. Now already that should have been enough for anyone to realise that it was not, of course, a reliable source, because let's be honest, Discord is hardly going to be the first place for a game to be listed and therefore leak from. Anyway, that being said, on the Discord, the title was apparently called Monster Hunter Paradise, according to the leak, and this leak originated from Discord's developer mode, which apparently a Twitter user was messing with before they stumbled upon a number of events for upcoming games, including seemingly the next Monster Hunter. Twitter user NeonAga99 pointed out that by experimenting with Discord's backend while using the developer mode, it was possible to activate some placeholder events scheduled for later in the year. These are of course events that are for upcoming titles, most of which have placeholder names or blank names. However, the only one that was different was supposedly Monster Hunter Paradise, and apparently it even had an event that allowed people to claim a code for the upcoming title. And claiming that code supposedly offered players either an Xbox, a PlayStation or a PC code, which again got people excited, thinking this could be linked towards some sort of future announcement that had yet to see the light of day. However, this was once again all completely and utterly false, and of course this was simply just a name most likely made up by a Discord developer who was maybe a fan of the series. Fair to say, this was not legit. And this of course would not be the first time that people have fallen for a fake Monster Hunter title. Obviously, we love Monster Hunter, right? And sometimes when the rumors do the round, you just want to, as a fan, potentially believe that an upcoming announcement is coming because it's an exciting time. But again, we've seen these many times in the past. We've of course seen previous portable rumors, different things like that. Anyone can create a name, create a PowerPoint, take a shaky photo, and seemingly leak the information. It's usually even funnier when of course press sites pick this up, and then of course people think it is legit. Anyway, that being said, this of course is not real, so if any of you guys have sort of been getting your hopes up, or maybe were caught off guard by this, hopefully this sets the record straight. However, that does not mean to say there is not a future Monster Hunter title. In fact, it is pretty safe to assume that the next mainline Monster Hunter title is probably already well under development, with of course Rise being completed, Sunbreak just releasing, and obviously they are hard at work on the title updates, which they said can stem all the way into 2023, but keep in mind again, there have always been two Monster Hunter teams, so the team that originally worked on World are very unlikely to just be sitting at Capcom, twiddling their thumbs, doing absolutely nothing. Also, don't forget there was a leak late 2020 that did of course include references to multiple then unannounced projects that were officially later revealed, and on that list was Monster Hunter 6, which is of course likely whatever Paradise is supposed to be, obviously not Paradise. So it does of course beg the question as to when we might hope to see this one. Typically, if you look back at a lot of sort of the Monster Hunter history, the game did actually used to release in various different forms on an almost yearly basis. There were a few little gaps here and there, but generally speaking, yearly releases, yearly cadences was a thing for Monster Hunter. Admittedly, back in the day, it was split between Japanese and Western releases. Meanwhile, of course, we are now moving towards a model whereby it is worldwide simultaneous releases, which of course is fantastic for the future of the series. But that does of course beg the question, since they did mention in the most recent roadmap that the initially confirmed title updates for Sunbreak of course include the next three ones, which would be seemingly August, September and October, but they did say these can then of course go into 2023, which could well hint at the fact that maybe they're going to take an additional year to sort of elongate the Sunbreak lifespan and then potentially give them even more development time for whatever is next. I think it would be fair to assume that whatever is next is probably going to be solely for next generation consoles, which of course given more time would allow more people to get the consoles, given of course the continual chip shortage. But even if the game is not slated to release next year, I would like to hopefully think that we might see something, even if it is just a name announcement, a teaser trailer, even just a small 3 seconds of gameplay. It would be kind of cool if they did reveal something maybe next year, but honestly I do feel like given the sort of focus of pushing Sunbreak into 2023, maybe 2024 could be the earliest we see the next Monster Hunter. This of course is purely speculation, but I am very excited to see what they may be doing, especially if they do gear this more towards next generation systems, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PC. I would love to sort of see an evolution of the world formula, where of course we have much more realistic graphics, incredibly visceral gameplay, and of course a much more expansive world, a much bigger monster roster, and hopefully new weapons. This is one thing I really do hope to see in the next Monster Hunter game. I feel like we have not had a new weapon type, new weapon archetype for a very long time, and I feel like the next Monster Hunter game just has to deliver on that. Admittedly, we do have an already massive and almost daunting weapon roster with 14, probably more so than you get in many other game types, but still, it would be very nice to mix things up with a brand new weapon type. Anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much it for the time being. Just wanted to quickly dispel any confusion surrounding Monster Hunter Paradise. So if you guys did find this helpful, a like would be super appreciated. Let me know what you hope to see in future Monster Hunter titles. And of course, if you missed some recent videos, you can check out one of these ones and be sure to keep it locked for plenty more.